Home runs tonight, back-to-back three-run innings. How impressive was this offensive outburst for you guys?
Really impressive. We needed it. The way the bullpen was taxed and as aggressive as we got, but it was a tight ball game there for a while. But certainly impressed with the at bats and just piecing it together and then getting the big hits. G-Man, Travis, Avi, who else?
Tom.
And Tommy. Tommy, that was a big one to take the lead right there. So big hits. Got some pitches we could handle. And then, as far as the pitching went, once we got, Jalen did a good job. I thought he did a good job with a willingness to throw the ball over the plate. They were on some pitches, obviously, but Oliver Drake, for me, like what he did, he probably had no business pitching, but to come in and get that big double play was huge.
And not only offensively and not only on the pitching side of things, but defensively, you guys were putting on a clinic tonight. Can you even begin to rate some of those plays and how solid they were?
Sogard made a couple. The relay was huge between, I think KK threw it into Wendell, and then Darno made just an unbelievable pick at the plate. So, that we always talk about, let's do whatever we can to prevent runs, and we certainly did that tonight.
You've got, with those, like the four guys you mentioned, they all seem to be kind of on a warming trend. I assume they all had a little bit of a cold spell, and Avi was some encouragement.
Very, very encouraging that those guys. Avi probably right at the top of the list, coming off the IL. He's been kind of quiet, but between yesterday and then today, smoking a couple balls, it's good. We've got guys that are capable of getting hot, and two or three guys can carry a load. That's not how you draw it up, but if those guys that we're talking about get hot, we can have a pretty special offense for a month.
You mentioned the defense. It seems like you sometimes can get some momentum defensively. Is that a
Well, I thought, I think Rodney, Q, Ozzy, they did a really good job of positioning. It felt like, the guys were in the right spot, but ultimately there were a lot of hard hit balls today that they stayed with and made some tremendous plays on.
On that relay, that pretty good scoop there by Darnell.
Outstanding. That's a really tough play for any catcher. You see the guy coming in. There's a lot of things that's going through your head right there. You don't want to block the plate, but you want to make sure that you're in position to put a good tag down if he slides, doesn't slide, and then you get probably the trickiest hop of all of them, and he hung in there, stayed with it.
You mentioned Drake. You've got a couple other guys came in there and got some big outs.
Yeah, they did. Nick Anderson, he's been outstanding. Emilio didn't want to use him, but unfortunately we did. But with Chaz, just the workload of those guys has been so heavy for them to kind of suck it up and realize what's at stake this series and come in and get big outs.
You guys are pretty much bunched at the top right now. I think there's a half game between the three teams after tonight. Going to the final month, how do you feel about your chances?
Good. We feel good about our chances. We're getting closer to being healthy. The guys that are in this clubhouse right now, active playing, are capable of stringing together a good month. If we get some additions back, obviously on the pitching side, we're getting closer to that. That'll be great. But we're certainly pleased with the effort level and the way the guys have competed for 5 months. Now we get to go compete really hard for the 6th.